Hi guys, and welcome back to day 11. So let's start with settling into our seated position. And then take a moment to just relax your hands onto your thighs, closing your eyes. And as we start to close our eyes, feeling that you're now moving your attention away from the external world to the internal world. Start to notice how your body feels today. Notice the belly naturally rising and falling as you breathe. And feel that you are giving some space for more peace and calm as we settle into our seat. Join your hands together in front of the heart. Tilt your head slightly forward and begin to place your intention for this program and for this practice. Take a couple of deeper breaths here as you allow that intention to settle in a little bit further into the heart space. Good, and now from here, lower down your hands, joining your thumb and index finger. Lift and lengthen through the crown of the head upwards. And start to deepen the breath even more. And welcome the contraction at the throat as we begin with the Ujjayi breath. Now finding the balance here of relaxing and settling into your practice, but also using our ability to focus and to concentrate, to teach our mind to find the peace in the present moment. Take a couple more deep breaths. Good, and now with your next inhalation, start to float those arms all the way up overhead. With your exhale, turn your chest towards the right knee and float the arms all the way down, coming into a seated twist. With an inhale, lift and lengthen a little more through the crown. Rotating your head back as far as you feel comfortable. Take one more inhale into the twist. Exhale out. Now with your next in-breath, sweep the arms back up overhead. Exhale, twisting your chest towards the left knee, float those arms all the way down. Inhale, lengthening through the crown of your head. With your exhalation, again looking gently backwards. Take one more inhale into the twist. Exhale out. And with your inhalation, just slowly come all the way back to center. With your exhalation, lower those hands down. Take a moment to bring your blanket to the side and come all the way through onto your hands and knees. And then as you're right here, let's take a nice inhalation, just dropping the belly, lifting the heart. With our out breath, gently beginning to round your spine. Starting out a little softer, inhale, coming into our cow pose, and with our exhalation, rounding the back into cow pose. Inhale, lifting the heart one last time, and then with our exhalation, see if we can now tuck the toes in, and slowly rise up into a downward facing dog. As we're coming into downward dog quite early on in the practice, just take a moment, paddle up those feet a little bit, walk it out, waking up those legs. And then from our downward facing dog, see if you can now bring those feet a little bit further back, so we have a longer distance between our feet and our hands. Then you're going to round the upper part of your spine and just ripple through your whole back all the way until you come to plank position. Inhale here. With your exhalation, slightly bend those knees and see if you can lead with your tailbone up and back, pressing into your downward dog. Let's do that one more time. Inhale, rounding the upper back, just ripple all the way through to plank pose. Exhale, slightly bend the knees, lead with your tailbone up and back, downward dog. One last time, inhale, ripple all the way through, wave-like motion, and then with your exhalation, gently bend into those knees, press yourself up and back, and we come to downward dog. From downward facing dog, now take small steps to come all the way to the front. And as you're right here, just grab a hold of the elbows and then sway it out, just rocking a little bit from side to side. Let go of the elbows, slightly bend the knees, and roll yourself all the way up, coming into a standing position. From here, let's take an inhale, sweep the arms to the side and all the way up. Exhale, slightly bend the knees as you fold forward and down. Inhale, halfway lift, looking slightly forward. Exhale, root those hands down, step back with both feet, plank pose. Inhale, hold, drive the ribs in, nice and strong. Exhale, lift the knees down, keep those elbows close in as you lower the upper body. Point back through the toes. Inhale, small lift here, baby cobra. Exhale, lower the chest, tuck the toes in, and then rise up and back, downward facing dog. Now with your in-breath, take the right leg up high behind you, three-legged dog. With your out-breath, step that all the way through in between your hands. Lower the left knee down to the ground, untuck the toes. And then push firmly down into that right foot as you come all the way up into Anjali-asana. Now find the strength and stability here in Anjali-asana, so I want you to lift up slightly from the base of your spine, pushing into the right foot, and then draw the ribs in. Take an inhale here, and with your exhalation, rotate your chest open to the side, reaching straight back through the right arm. Breathing here into the twist. One more inhale, and with your exhalation, sweep the left hand down. And let the right arm follow, coming onto the fingertips. Now we're going to lift the toes up and bring that right heel a little bit more forward so that we can align the left leg at a 90-degree bend. Toes pointing up. You might micro-bend the knee a little bit if the stretch feels quite big for you. And we're going to inhale now, lift and lengthen through the heart. And with our exhalation, start to gently release and fold over the right leg. Good, inhale, so feel the spine naturally lengthening with the in-breath. With the out-breath, maybe fold a little bit deeper. Use your Ujjayi breathing in, exhale out. Take a final deep breath in. Exhale out. With your next inhale, you're going to lift the chest. Tuck the toes in now, lift the knee, and find that stability here, pushing into that right foot, rooting down into the toes on the left foot. And let's try to lift ourselves up into a high lunge position. So you're really going to push actively back into the left heel. And let's float the arms up high. Also here, draw the ribs in. Good. One more inhale. And with your exhalation, let your left heel now spin down towards the ground and open up those arms in Warrior Two. So you want your left foot to be at a 45-degree angle, sinking nice and deep into that right leg. And then from our Warrior Two position, stretch out the right leg now. And let's come into a side bend. Take the left hand to the back of the thigh and reach that right arm up. You can just keep your gaze to the side or slightly down. And then take one more inhale here to prepare. With your exhalation, come through center. And inhale here, pushing actively into your feet. With your exhalation, reach forward. Lower down the right hand somewhere below the knee and float the left arm up. Now feel that the lower part of your body can really hold you, this steady foundation. Push into the feet. You might micro-bend the knee a little bit if it feels too much for the back of the leg. And then breathe into the twist, leading that left arm up, lengthening that away from the shoulder. Take one more inhale in triangle pose. And then with your exhalation, you're going to look down to the ground. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, sink into the right leg. Circle those hands down, lift your heel, and then step back into a downward facing dog. From downward facing dog, inhale, shift forward, plank pose. Draw the knees to the ground. Exhale, lower the upper body. Reach back through the toes. Inhale, rise up for cobra. Exhale, lower the chest. Press yourself back. Child's pose. And slowly rise up to your hands and knees. Tuck your toes in, rise up, downward facing dog. From your downward facing dog, lift the left leg up high now, inhaling. With your exhalation, step forward. Draw the right knee down to the ground. Untuck your toes. And then rise all the way up, coming into Anjaneyasana. Again, check the alignment there. Left foot right underneath the knee. Draw those ribs in. Slightly lift up through the pelvic floor. One more inhale. And now with your exhalation, twist your body towards the left side. Reach straight back with that left arm, forward with the right. Take one more inhale in the twist. And with your exhalation, circle the right hand down. Let the left arm follow. We come high up on the fingertips here, shift the hips back, wiggle that left heel a little bit forward. And now with our in-breath, let's lift and lengthen through the spine. With the out-breath, start to release and fold forward. Good. Inhale, just go to a point that feels good. Exhale, either stay or maybe fold a little deeper. Breathing in, using your Ujjayi breaths. Exhale out. Last deep breath in. Exhale, fold. And then inhale, lift the chest. Pull the heels slightly back and root the sole of the foot down to the ground. Now we're going to tuck the toes in and lift that right knee up. See if we can find the stability and the strength here into the feet. And then walk those hands up on top of the knee. Float the arms all the way up now, coming into our high lunge position. Keep your gaze forward, slightly down. One more inhale. And with your exhalation, draw the right heel down, open up the
the left knee. Now from warrior two, straighten that leg out. Take the palm, the right palm onto the back of the thigh and float the left arm up. Breathing into the left side of the body here, just looking towards the side. Nice and steady breaths. One more inhale. And with your exhalation, come through center. Take an inhale here to prepare. And with your exhale, reach forward. Lower the left hand down. Float the right arm up, triangle pose. Keep in mind that you can bend the left leg slightly. Keep your foundation strong. Those feet are pushing actively into the ground. And then from that point, rotating the chest open, reaching straight up through the right arm. One more inhale here. With your exhalation, look down towards the floor. Inhale, rise back up. Exhale, sink into the left leg. Circle the hands down, lift the heel, step back. Downward facing dog. Good. From your downward facing dog, inhale, shift forward, plank pose. Either lower the knees or lower without the knees, all the way to the ground. Reach back through the toes here. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, lower the chest. Press slowly back, child's pose. Again, you're welcome to make this a little bit more grounding. Have your pillow onto the low back, arms relaxing alongside your body. Taking 2 more deep breaths here. Noticing the effect so far. There's a little more heat in the body after those standing poses. And this heat, stability, and strength that we're inviting into our practice to balance Vata. And now from our child's pose, take the pillow to the side if you have that on the low back. And let's start to extend the arms forward. We're going to explore some slightly deeper back bends here. So I want you to move very mindfully. Start with reaching actively forward through the arms. Inhale as you look to the front. With your exhalation, lift up and round your spine here. Then you're going to shift your hips forward. Make sure that your hands are underneath your shoulders now. And you might go here, resisting a little bit, tucking the ribs in. If it feels okay for your back to shift your hips a little more forward, then explore that. Keep the gaze nice and low. Then from this pose, which we call lazy up dog, because our knees are down, just sit back for a moment. Relax here. Great. Now from our child's pose, let's explore that again. Reach actively forward through the arms. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, around your spine as you shift forward, so coming into cat pose. Then inhale, shift your hips gently to the front. Maybe you stay here. Again, maybe you go a little bit further. Explore how it feels for your spine. With your exhalation, slowly sit back. Coming all the way towards the heels and relax for a moment. Good. Breathe into the low back. And let's try that one last time. Reach forward through the arms. Inhale all the way up to the fingers. Exhale, come through cat pose. And then inhale, shift your hips forward. Make sure that the shoulders are right over the wrist. Lift the heart. Good. Exhale, shift all the way back into child's pose. Nice. And then from child's pose this time, we will come all the way up to seated. Take your hips to the side here, bring the legs forward, and let's bring ourselves down to the ground. You can open up the knees here and choose your variation of happy baby. So either grabbing hold of the toes, maybe you grab a hold of the ankles. So I will grab a hold of the toes with my peace fingers, tuck the tailbone under here, and then gently lower all the way down onto your back. Opening up the feet a little bit wider. And whether you're holding onto the ankles now, the toes, maybe the outer edges of the feet, just make sure that you can push the low back down into the ground. And let's hold here in stillness first, just feeling that our whole back is rooted and that we're able to plug the shoulders back, relax the neck, relax the back of the head into the ground. Good. The Ujjayi breath still rooted and connected. And then you might sway here very mindfully, going a little bit from side to side. Noticing the effects right now from this whole practice. Good, and then very gently lower the heels down to the buttocks. Drop those feet to the ground. You will then release into our Savasana. So take your blanket over your body, your heavy pillow onto the low belly, and let's fully surrender into the ground, into the back of our body. This is such a beautiful part of our practice where we can just allow ourselves to really embrace the effects like little sponges, just absorbing the beautiful work that we have invited to help harmonize the energetic flow, to bring more of this nourishment and stability to body and mind. Let it all sink in. gently start to awaken once more. Tiny little movements, maybe a nice stretch when you feel ready. Good, and now let's turn over to the side of our mat. Coming to seated. In your seated position, let's join our hands together in front of the heart space. Tilt your head slightly forward. And we will here close our practice today with 3 Oms. Chanting Om is very soothing, very grounding for our whole body. And it helps us to connect to our conscious self. So I want you to really tune in with the vibrations. And we start with the Ah sound. At the belly, we will feel the vibrations. Then the O sound will be felt around the heart. And the sound, the vibrations will travel up to the mouth. So notice how that goes from the belly and up to the mouth. Let's take a deep breath in. Exhale out through the mouth. Inhale for Om. Inhale. Breathe in. Notice the effects after chanting Om. And to whatever your experience might be from this practice, let's bow down to that as we close, bowing over the heart. Namaste. Tomorrow we will practice our last Vata balancing flow practice. And then this weekend we will once more move into a restorative practice and a bit more advanced pranayama practice. I'll see you tomorrow for day 12.